The rise of Bernard Arnault, the man who built a luxury empire. Bernard Arnault, now one of the richest men in the world, was born in 1949 in Roubaix, France. His journey to success was not one of sudden luck, but rather a carefully calculated series of decisions that transformed him into the king of the luxury industry. His story is one of vision, persistence, and strategic brilliance. Arnault grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. His father, Jean Arnault, owned a construction company called Ferre Savinel. Young Bernard studied engineering at the École Polytechnique, France's top engineering school, and after graduation he joined his father's company. However, his ambitions extended far beyond construction. He was fascinated by business, particularly the world of high-end consumer goods. In 1976, Arnault convinced his father to sell the construction division and focus on real estate, renaming the company Farinel. He saw an opportunity in the French market and capitalized on it, but it was not until the 1980s that he would make the decision that would change his life forever. At the time, France was undergoing significant political and economic changes. The socialist government had taken control, and many businesses were struggling. Arnault, always looking for opportunities, moved to the United States for a short period. There, he observed the aggressive business tactics of American entrepreneurs and learned valuable lessons about mergers, acquisitions, and branding. He knew that to become truly successful, he needed to own a brand that people desired, something timeless and prestigious. That opportunity came in 1984 when he learned that a French conglomerate, Bussac, was going bankrupt. Bussac owned several brands, but the most famous among them was Christian Dior. Arnault recognized the value of Dior immediately. While most investors saw Bussac as a dying company, he saw the potential for a luxury empire. Arnault partnered with a group of investors, acquired Bussac for $15 million, and quickly restructured the company. He fired thousands of employees and sold off all non-luxury assets, keeping only Christian Dior and Le Bon Marché, a prestigious department store. This bold and sometimes ruthless move marked the beginning of his dominance in the luxury industry. After acquiring Christian Dior, Bernard Arnault set his sights on an even bigger target: Louis Vuitton Moët Hennessy, LVMH. At the time, LVMH was a newly formed conglomerate that resulted from the merger of the luxury fashion house Louis Vuitton and the alcohol brands Moët and Chandon and Hennessy. However, the company was in turmoil due to internal conflicts between executives. Arnault saw an opportunity. He began acquiring LVMH shares discreetly, using financial backing from major banks. By 1989, he had spent $1.5 billion to gain control of 43.5% of LVMH's shares and 35% of its voting rights, making him the largest stakeholder. This led to a fierce corporate battle, as existing executives did everything they could to block him. But Arnault was relentless. Using aggressive tactics, he ousted the leadership team and became chairman and CEO of LVMH in 1989. This was a defining moment in his career. He now controlled the world's most prestigious luxury brands. However, acquiring LVMH was just the beginning. Arnault's vision was much bigger. He wanted to build an empire of luxury brands under one umbrella. Over the next 3 decades, he went on an unprecedented shopping spree, acquiring some of the most prestigious names in the industry: Givenchy, 1990, Guerlain, 1994, Tag Heuer, 1999, Sephora, 1997, Fendi, 2001, Bulgari, 2011, Tiffany Company, 2021 for $15.8 billion, the largest luxury deal in history. Arnault understood that luxury was not just about selling products, it was about selling a dream. He carefully positioned each brand to maintain its exclusivity while expanding its global reach. His philosophy was simple: control creativity, maintain heritage, and expand strategically. Under his leadership, LVMH turned into the largest luxury conglomerate in the world, dominating fashion, cosmetics, jewelry, and wines. Today, it owns over 75 luxury brands and has a market valuation exceeding $400 billion. However, Arnault was not just an aggressive businessman. He was also a master of branding. He ensured that every acquisition was not just about profits, but also about maintaining the prestige of each brand. He hired the best designers, from John Galliano at Dior to Virgil Abloh at Louis Vuitton, and focused on blending tradition with modernity. Despite his incredible success, Arnault's journey was not without challenges. He faced legal battles, economic crises, and even public criticism for his aggressive tactics. But every time, he emerged stronger. His ability to adapt and innovate kept him ahead of competitors. As Bernard Arnault solidified his empire, he began thinking about the future of LVMH and his own legacy. He was no longer just a businessman. He had become a symbol of luxury, innovation, and strategic brilliance. His personal wealth skyrocketed, making him one of the richest people in the world, often competing for the #1 spot with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Innovation in luxury. Unlike traditional businessmen who focused only on sales, Arnault revolutionized the luxury industry by embracing technology and digital transformation. Under his leadership, LVMH was one of the first luxury companies to invest in e-commerce while maintaining exclusivity, utilize social media influencers to promote luxury products without losing brand prestige, merge fashion with art, collaborating with artists like Takashi Murakami and Jeff Koons, expand into China and other emerging markets, making luxury brands desirable to new generations. One of his most ambitious projects was the Louis Vuitton Foundation, a stunning museum in Paris dedicated to contemporary art. This was not just a business move, it was a statement that luxury and culture were deeply connected. Preparing for the future. As Arnault grew older, he began preparing for succession. Unlike many billionaires who struggled to pass on their businesses, Arnault took a calculated approach. He made sure that his 5 children played important roles within LVMH, ensuring that the empire remained within the family. His eldest son, Antoine Arnault, took charge of communication and sustainability efforts. His daughter, Delphine Arnault, became a key figure at Dior. His other sons, Alexandre, Frédéric, and Jean, took leadership positions in brands like Tiffany Co. and Tag Heuer. By 2023, Delphine was appointed CEO of Christian Dior, a move that signaled that the Arnault dynasty was set to continue for generations. The power of vision. What made Arnault different from other billionaires was not just his wealth, but his ability to see opportunities where others saw obstacles. He transformed failing brands into symbols of luxury, turning scarcity into desire. Even in his mid-70s, he remained highly active in business, personally visiting stores, reviewing designs, and making major decisions. He once said, "I see myself as an ambassador of French taste and elegance. Luxury is not about necessity, it's about dreams." Conclusion: the man who built a luxury empire. Today, LVMH is the most powerful luxury group in the world, and Bernard Arnault is regarded as one of the greatest businessmen in history. His ability to combine art, business, and innovation has reshaped the global luxury market. His journey, from a young engineer to the king of fashion, proves that success is not just about money. It's about vision, persistence, and the ability to shape the future. And for Bernard Arnault, the story is far from over.